favorite singers and musicians who passed away a couple days ago at the age of 76. And just one brief story, a couple times in the 90s I heard Marty play with his band at a little club called either the Saloon or the Last Day Saloon on Clement Street in the city. And one of the shows, I'm standing there in the audience, and I turn around, and standing there a few rows behind me was Paul Kantner, just standing there watching the show. And now both of them are gone. And now I'm going to have to dedicate it to Otis Rush also, another one of my favorites. My good friend Tom and I had the pleasure of seeing Otis Rush play in Chicago in 1993. So I know what you guys would like to hear, and I'm easy tonight, I'm tired, so this one is about a very scroungy cat that lived down the street from me up in Eureka. It goes like this. Ring-tailed cat, I'd like to be your buddy. I know you're not a fuddy-duddy cat, just like the other cats that act like they're your mother when they're really just your brother in this crazy world of smother. Ring-tailed cat, you like to lie out in the alley, far from the other cats who sally, forced to try to find a pally. But instead they meet an alley oop who knocks them in the head and then leaves them there for dead and won't even give them soup as he leaves with Betty Boop. Ring-tailed cat, you know you are so scroungy and not even very bouncy. You hardly have an ouncey of strength to move about or to lick yourself and pout and wish you had some trout or a tiny little mousey to put into your little mouthy. To give yourself some food, put you in a better mood, and we wouldn't be so crude to suggest you ought to move from your place out in the alley. Say you ought to find a pally when you already have a buddy who may be one big fuddy-duddy. But at this very moment, and at this very time, he's got nothing better to do than to write this rhyme of you. All right, next one. A cooler cat than I. I'm not Frank Hicks. I'm not Joe Hawley either. I'm not Rich Mac in Tosh. Do you mind if I smoke, he was asked. Not if you don't mind if I fart, he replied. I'm not Aunt Viola. I'm not Uncle Sam either. If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle, I was told. I'm not Santa Claus. I'm not his old lady either. I'm not even the reindeer. I'm not Doug Hines. I'm not Mother Teresa either. Some people smoke. Some people fart. Some people deny ever doing either. No, I'm not Frank Hicks. I'm not Joe Hawley either. He was a cooler cat than I. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wayne the Incomparable, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Wayne the Incomparable. That ring-tailed cat gets me every time. That is literary genius. Give it up for Wayne one more time, and all the performers that are still here. Every Tuesday night, here it is, every Tuesday night, you know it's such a sight at the Intimo where all the cool folks go. Susan is there, and Tony is there too. Daniel is there, and you might see me there too. 605 North Thorn, it's where we'll all be going. On Tuesday night, that's right, the Intimo open mic. All right, let's see everybody next Tuesday, huh? Next week.
Wait, I got